sit in class.
Meet Susan Darya. Susan is an educationist whose job requires her to wake up every morning and report to the University of Nairobi. However, since the country recorded its first COVID-19 case and following the government's directive urging people to work from home, this has since changed. Susan now says that her new reality has come with its fair share of challenges.
I'm yet to adapt to it. Yeah, it's possible if you're able to time yourself. It's possible also if you're able to control your children in the house. It would be difficult for a mother who has very young children who would be screaming and yelling in the house, but it's a possibility that should be pursued by most employers. Working in the house is a bit tricky. If you schedule your time and wake up early during the quiet times, you can implement quite an amount. Yeah, before now you embark on teaching the children, yeah, on whatever they're supposed to be doing. Yeah.
However, despite the challenges, Susan says the opportunities that lie therein from working from home are endless. For employers, contrary to the belief that not much work can be done from home, she insists that the levels of productivity are in fact high. For the employees, Susan says they get to enjoy a sense of convenience.
There's the convenience of timing yourself. You know, you can decide to work at this hour, take a pause, work, take a pause. So you can pace your work. It's not always that when I clock in to work in the morning that I'm being productive. No, that's one thing employers really need to look at. Coming to work and clocking in doesn't mean I'm being productive. I could be productive and be doing it from my house. You know, it's also a bit cheaper when you don't have to waste man hours on the road. You know, you waste so much time going to work, so much time coming back. That's time that could have been used productively doing something else. And for today's employee who is learning the art of having a second hustle, you know, we could work, if my working hours are 8 hours a day, I could work 8 hours a day and be able to meet my other demands of a side hustle if I have one. Yeah. And for the employer,
while working from home is a circumstance that has been brought about by the fear of contracting coronavirus, Susan says it is the future.
In the employment sector, working from home is going to be a policy across the nation. I think it's something employers are going to look at right now. On a serious note, millennials have been talking about it because today's employee, that one who's joining the employment sector, wants to work on a flexible time. You know, some want to work at night. There's a time we spoke about 24-hour economy, but it never really got implemented. So I think right now the employment sector is also going to look at it from that angle, that teachers will be able to schedule classes even in the evening for high school, you know, or for primary, and the students will learn. And I think it would be a good thing for the country also.
In a move to further encourage employers to allow staff to work from home in the midst of the coronavirus pandemic, President Uhuru Kenyatta has today announced a partnership between Google Loon and the Civil Aviation Authority that will improve and increase connectivity in the country.
Development will also enable Telecom Kenya and Google Loon to start the commercial rollout of a 4G data network in our country. These two companies have been testing this service for the last 2 years. Once inaugurated, this service will extend Telecom Kenya's 4G network to areas that are not covered by any of our mobile network providers. Therefore, all Kenyans, wherever they are in our country, will enjoy access to high-speed and affordable internet services.
With the advice working from home still standing, many organizations are reorganizing themselves to allow room for that. Kenyans, just like Susan, are beginning to adapt and warm up to the idea of getting work done from the comfort of their homes. What is the probability that this habit will be adapted beyond the virus? That is a wait and see. From Metropole TV, I'm Ondiro Oganga.